think that an exciting part about this season is that we're gonna get to see a bunch of new powers, and we're gonna get to see a lot of characters fight. We're gonna get to see more of Sanji fighting. We're gonna get to see more of Usopp. We're gonna get to see more of Nami. We're gonna get to see a little bit more of everyone. And I think that is very, very exciting for this season because everyone has a different way to fight.
first season was very much about just gritting my teeth and getting through as much as I could in the time frame that I had. So we were training for 8 hours a day for 4 or 5 months prior to the show, and then on the show when we actually started shooting, we'd have a mat area and we'd also train in between takes. I never stopped training. I got my blue belt by the time we wrapped season 1, and then I got my black belt the day before the show aired, or 2 days before the show aired. And I remember it so explicitly because I had this image in my head that I always wanted to have it by the time the show aired. And I wanted Oda to sign it. And literally the day that it was getting released, we were with Oda, I gave him my black belt, he signed it. And then that evening we all watched the show together.
2, 1, action.
And 3, 2, 1, action. And 3, 2, 1, action.
3, 2, 1, action.
That one felt like money.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Sit. Nick Cage, engage.
Nami, you're okay.
I think I learned a lot last season, and I'm just way more confident and way more comfortable. And Nami has more fight sequences this season, so it's really fun to be able to, for me, perform them, but also I think for viewers to be able to see that, to see her growing and evolving as well in that way is really exciting. We have a lot more comedy in this season. We did last season, but I think this season we really leaned in. You know, especially now that all the Straw Hats really do feel like a crew, they play a lot more with each other. We play a lot more with each other. And so there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of action, even more action, I would say, than last season, and bigger fights, and a lot of crazy different worlds that we get to visit.
Action! Oh, I love that!
Comparing choreography stunts from season 1, it was a lot more intense. We went over so much choreography, mastered it, and it's gonna look cool.
For all of us, the intention was just to be able to do more with this season, and stunts or everything. So just making sure that we're healthy and capable for however it may adjust on the day was super important. So the stunt team's bigger, the stunts are bigger. I may be a little bigger too.
Boo.
No fancy
Cannon.
Get up, here we go.
Covered.
You freaked me out. He was like, oh, what happened? Dude, I thought it was like a ghost or something for a second. I was like, oh my god, you knew. You got me good, but you started a war that will never end. Happy Tuesday. Dude. Back to learning Japanese.
Luffy, you did it. Stunt team again, like all the crew, so professional. And while I don't fight, like I don't have a martial arts background, I have danced. And so I really approached it from that mindset of, oh, it's just choreography. It's like learning a dance. And that made it much easier. But yeah, I think from my first fight to my last fight, you can see the confidence grow, and all the stunt team said it to me as well. I was really nervous my first fight day, and now I enjoy them, so that's good.
Chopper is from Drum Island, or Drum Kingdom, which is a snowy island, and he is this anthropomorphic reindeer, basically. And he grew up being ostracized because of who or what he is. And he was raised by a man who was named Hiraluk, and then eventually he ended up being raised by Dr. Kureha, who taught him how to be a doctor. So when we arrive at Drum Island and I am like knocking on death's door, Kureha and Chopper are kind of our only option to save me.
The real person that I've enjoyed the most being around is Heavy Point Chopper. Gavin, who plays Heavy Point when he puts on the suit, is like such a special thing to watch walk around. Like, cause there's no CGI. Like it's, whereas other things I think we have more visual effects on them and you kind of have to picture it in the room. He walks around as Heavy Point Chopper.
One Piece is about pirates, but it's not just a pirate show. You know, when people ask how the story's been going on so long, I always say it's because like any possible type of story or genre you can imagine has been told within the world of One Piece. You know, this world Otis created contains like all these genres and types of stories within it. You know, it's about fighting for your friends, you know, fighting for what you believe in. It's about embracing the world with a spirit of curiosity and adventure and discovery. You know, all these characters are trying to live free in this world of tyranny and oppression. And I think there's something from that we can all take from. In our first conversation with Oda about the season, you know, he told us like everything should be bigger in this season. So our motto is scale. You know, obviously, you know, sometimes that means literally we have a giant and a dinosaur and a whale. But you know, in the first season, we only ever saw 2 devil fruit powers. You know, we saw Luffy's and we saw Buggy's. You know, this season, we run afoul of this nefarious organization called Baroque Works. And so many of their top agents have devil fruit powers. So you go from 2 powers to like, I think in the dozens. You know, some of those powers are, you know, incredibly scary and dangerous. Some of them are totally ridiculous. All of them are gonna prove challenging to our Straw Hats in fun and crazy ways.
Whoever kills Roronoa Zoro will be fast-tracked to Frontier Agent!
This will be a great workout for my new swords.
There are 100 of us, and only one of you.
アクションシーンをちょっと見せていただいたんですけども、ロープアクションやってるんですよね。やっぱりそういうのをちょっと CG で処理するんじゃなくて、やっぱり生の人間が本当に怪我するかもしれない状況でロープを使って、人ではありえない漫画的ジャンプをするのに人力でやってたりとか、本当にその辺の苦労、いろんな場面で、例えば恐竜を作っているとか、CG じゃなくてちゃんと人が物を作ってるんだっていうのを実感できたのが本当に今回大きかったですね。
How is season 2 different to season 1? Grand line. is all I'm saying. I mean, it's just new powers, new devil fruits. We go to many different islands, and these islands are no ordinary islands. We're talking about the Grand Line right here. This is not the East Blue. East Blue was the tutorial. It was the introduction. Grand Line, yeah, Grand Line gets crazy. I am shocked at the places we go to every single day. We go to a snowy kingdom. We go to Little Garden, which has dinosaurs and giants. The first thing we see when we enter the Grand Line is a whale that stands on our way. A huge whale. I mean, it's just more fantastical. It's just more magical. It's just more grand.
We do it in 3, 2, 1, action!
Oh!